Hey guys, we're back, episode 4 of the Ozark. I'm not really sure how to get into this episode because it was all about Marty and pretty much how everyone else kind of was reacting to the fact of a life without Marty. Well, it all started off with Marty kind of getting kidnapped by the cartel, getting shipped off on a plane all the way to Mexico to see Navarro, and once there, he gets sent pretty much immediately to a prison cell with a blindfold on, his arms zip tied in behind him, and he wakes up the next day, gets dragged on upstairs into what looks like a really fancy room with some really big tables and everything, and he sees Navarro there sitting on his laptop. Pretty calm, chill guy. He puts his glasses on, looks at Marty. "What do you want?" Marty responds, "I don't think I understand the question." Boom, immediately back to the cell. And if you ask me, I think that was relatively unreasonable because I thought it was pretty confusing question if you ask me. It's like, what do you want? What do you mean, what do I want? What do I want from what? What do I want from you? What do I want from life? And it kind of made Marty go into like this little existential life crisis moment where he had to figure out what he truly wanted from life and everything in general. And he ends up going back onto his cell, and then the next day, Navarro comes back again. "What do you want, Marty?" Again. He says, "I don't know." He walks away, turns on the lights, and these lights are beaming down on Marty. Meanwhile, all this is going on. Ruth is like recruiting a bunch of worker bees to go and launder money, each giving one night $9,000 just because it doesn't track the IRS or anything. And then they get to keep $1,000 themselves, and this is all from the Bank of Buddy. Yeah, good old Bank of Buddy. Go to the little old casino there and they start laundering the money. Ruth is trying to explain to the investigator, Mrs. Prego lady, what's going on. Marty is in Kansas City. Obvious lie is obvious lie. And, well, investigator doesn't buy it. She goes, checks it out. She ends up happening to see Wendy Bird's brother. Honestly, super freaking stupid if you ask me. Why would you hire your brother to do this? It just looks extremely obvious. "So, Wendy Bird's brother, what do you do for work?" "I'm a substitute teacher." "Oh, substitute teachers don't pay very well." "Yeah, but my sister gets paid a lot." Oh, that almost sounded like a confession if you ask me. Oh, I'm surprised that wasn't enough to almost catch somebody. Who am I to say? Maybe the investigator just didn't really think much about it at the time. Anyways, going back to Marty, now he's listening to Metallica, lights are beaming down on him, he's eating maggots-infested rice. His life is awful. 1 day passes, 2 day passes, 3 day passes, I don't know how many days have passed, but Marty's probably going crazy. I'm going crazy looking at him going crazy. He ends up getting dragged up one more time. This time, you don't ask what's up. He's got a cartel problem, and this cartel problem happened when Ruth actually made a mistake. It wasn't so much a mistake as just not knowing what to do because she wasn't taught every single thing for every single scenario that was going to randomly pop up. This one had to do with the Panama accounts, and there was a red flag that was brought up. Marty ends up taking care of the problem in about 5 minutes, lickety-split. He's like, boop-a-deep-a-doop-a-doo. Look at this, just make a duplicate account, change the password, encrypt this, encrypt that. You know, make it so it's untraceable. Bada bing, bada boom, lickety split. Well, that was all taken care of. He gets dragged out, he goes kicking and screaming. Downstairs again, he tells the cartel that he wants his head and that he hopes the other team wins the cartel war. And Navarro's like, you know what? This is more what I was expecting from you, Marty. Good job. It's like, really? You wanted that kind of confession? Interesting. So the next day, one more time, comes back upstairs and he's like, you know what? I know what I want. I want to launder money safely. Is that it? Is that all you want? And I want you to say thank you, Marty. Say thank you. And he just glasses on. I should carry on with my day as the old cartel man I am. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. Marty gets dropped back off home. If you ask me, this was probably the worst episode yet. There was really nothing that happened. No advancement to the plot. No, this is just a filler episode. Honestly, probably just to save money on the episode because it was all taking place in one little prison cell with very few actors. That's what this episode was. It was filler. And with that, Kadasi out.